Looking into Simpson Harbour from Kokopo Road. On the left hand side we have Vulcan, and on the right hand side we have Tavulpur smoking away. And in the middle we have the beehives, which are some, well, volcanic islands. They were a lot bigger. In 1882 I think it was, people used to live on them, but because of the rise of the tides and the volcanic activity, no one lives on them anymore. One of the many care centres which was set up during the eruptions. Most of these people are from Talvat, which is next to Tavulpur. Some of them might have closed down if people have been able to go back to the land which they were living on. But here, they've just had to stay here because if they did go back, the conditions would be even worse. You can see by what building materials they're using that it's, well, initially it was temporarily set up, but it's May of 1996 now and they're still here, and they're still using canvassing and odd bits of roofing iron for their shelter. Where Simon Gaius is living at the moment. He was supposed to retire at the end of '94 I think, but when the eruptions came he was told that he was to help run the centre here, so hopefully at the end of this year he'll be retiring and doing other things. The main administrative and commercial centre now, and this is the market behind us, which is a lot larger than Rabaul, as most people live around, well, in the surrounding areas, and they come to sell their goods here. And over there is the Kokopo bus station where everyone catches their PMVs to go off to wherever they want to get to. Volcanoes, Matapit and the beehives from Malmalawan at the Timal Centre. I hope these few minutes of videos have given you an insight into the sights of sounds of Rabaul 19 months on after the volcanic eruption, and we hope that you can understand the damage which the two volcanoes have caused to people's lives and the physical surroundings. Now we'll have a look at Gaulim. Where it's the stage for drama when they have theatre. It's the chapel used on Sunday, and it's also the mess. Mum and Dad all recognise this well, and I recognised it from mostly from the time when they did the production of A Hole in My Bucket Designer, where the new church building will be built. John Kaiwa, who I'm sure Mum and Dad all remember. Yeah. Have you got something you'd like to say, John?
Yes, Peter and Dennis, I'm still at Gaulim. This will be my last year here. Next year I've been retrenched already. I'm just staying in the college, working at the college, being paid by the college. By the end of this year, we'll all be going home.
Thank you. I'm sure Mum and Dad all remember. famous Tuduwega. Have you got anything to say?
Oh yes, Simon. I was very surprised to see how tall you are. Actually, you were a baby when we were here, and you were a babysitter for my first daughter. Now, normally you carry my daughter down to your mother, but then you leave her there with the mother and go play around. And one day you were looking after her, and there was a sick person in the house, very sick student, a lady, just almost dying. Now I remember the story very clearly. And then you and your brother, Darrow, you went into the bush and you dressed yourself like binding native people. And the binding child was out there making a binding fire dance while you came out and dancing. And then instantly you hear that person who was in the house. So when she came to look at you, she was laughing. She started laughing, and until sickness went away. And we never forget that instant. And that healing till you performed. When I saw you, I couldn't believe that you are that big. And I am comparatively down 3 inches of feet, and you are up there in the sky. So everybody was very surprised to see Simon, even my wife. At least the reception was a bit tearful, and everybody was crying as if Simon died. But from joy in there. Now, he was this time going to stay at the regional office, and George Brown and Marmar one too. Everybody expected him to be here for the rest of his coming until he returns. We were very glad to have him, and we are sorry to miss him. One day I think we'll find him again. I hope Darrow will come. Yes. So we were very happy to see him again. We went our homes and we said, we are not going to invite you. Our home is your home. So as long as you come here or go away, this is your home. All right. Sweet memory.
Peace now.
Thank you. And Peter and Janice, always welcome back. The whole family.